like candy in the summer. Don't act like a bummer. Got 'em moving through the night.
Right, welcome guys. We are talking about drip campaigns, and as I'm going to reveal to you later in the webinar today, I am going to be setting up a fake drip campaign. It'll be live, it'll be working, but I'm going to pretend that I'm an estate agent and that you guys are my potential buyers or maybe new homeowners in my selling area. So new buyers or potential buyers that you're meeting, and I'm actually going to set up a drip campaign. You're going to help me do it, and we're going to trigger it for those of you who opt into it, and I'm going to go through a whole process of showing you how to do all of that. The very first step towards doing this is creating a way for your Mailchimp account or whatever autoresponder you're using. I'm going to show you how to do this on Mailchimp. We've got to create a way for Mailchimp to know that you are a buyer instead of a seller or another estate agent or an allied service provider or just one of your advocates or a past client. Or we need to give our audience management tool here a way to know who to send this drip campaign to. Now we're going to use, there's a number of ways on Mailchimp you can do it, but we're going to use a thing called a tag. And we're going to now create a tag called Going Virtual Buyers. Okay? And it's that tag that you guys, if you opt into this drip campaign, you'll get tagged on my database as one of these Going Virtual Buyers. And then you will begin to get the 8 emails in 8 weeks. Right, so the way we do this is on the left-hand side here, you look for audiences. That's this icon on the left. Once you've clicked on audiences, you go to this little drop down on the right-hand side here, manage audiences, and you'll see there manage contacts. Okay, so we're going to click that, manage contacts. Now, as you scroll down, you're going to see there's a number of options. You can view all your contacts, you can add someone to this list, you can unsubscribe people, you can create different groups. Now, that's one of the ways you could do what I'm telling you how to do, but I don't like using groups or segments. I like using this thing called tags. So you're going to click on this label tags, and we're going to now create a new tag for the Going Virtual audience on my Mailchimp account. Okay, you can see I've got 2 tags in there already. Some people are tagged as community group leaders, and then there was another one for a webinar that I did. I think that was the PropCon webinar. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, on the right-hand side, you'll see this button, Create Tag. So we're going to click that. So we're going to call this our Going Virtual Buyers. And click Create. Okay, so as you can see, it has created this tag now within the audience. Of course, I don't want to tag any of you as a Going Virtual Buyer yet because the drip campaign has not been set up yet. We've still got to do that together. But once our drip campaign has been set up and the 8 emails have been programmed, we will program that drip campaign to only go to people who get tagged with this tag. And I'm going to show you how to do all of that in the future. But for now, all I'm wanting to show you is how to create a tag. And we've just done it here. Okay, how do people now get tagged? Because let's just talk about 2 different categories of people that will be tagged here. First of all, there may be people who are already on your list who you would like to tag with this tag so that they start getting the 8 emails. But then there are going to be people that are not on your list that you want to add onto your list, and as you add them to your list, your big list, you want to tag them as buyers as you add them. You'll understand if you've got more than one drip campaign, let's say you've got another one for sellers, there are going to be some people when you add them, you're going to want them to be tagged as sellers, not buyers, so that they get the different drip campaign. So how do you do these? How do you tag people who are already on the list? And how do you tag people that you're adding to the list? Well, let me show you directly from this page. When you're in your specific audience, Mailchimp will show you which audience you're on. You guys will probably only have one audience. I've got a couple of audiences in my Mailchimp account. But I'm on my Going Virtual audience right now, which is you guys. If I wanted to tag someone who is already on the list, I would click on the little number, click on one of those numbers at the top there. That's going to show me who my audience is, going to give me the whole database of them. I could click on any of them. So let's click on Judy. Sorry, Judy, to use you in the video. You can see here on the top right-hand corner, there's a thing called tags. Now, if I wanted to tag someone who was already on my audience, like Judy is, all I got to do is click this plus button here and then select Going Virtual Buyer, and then that person was successfully updated. So actually, I don't want to do that with Judy because I want to give her the chance of enrolling later when the drip campaign has been set up. So I'm going to click that little X, and she was successfully untagged. So that's how you do it. You just click the little plus button on someone's profile when you've clicked on their name. There is a way of bulk tagging people who are already on your list. So in our example, we're going to create a buyers or people who live in the neighborhood drip campaign. Now there may be, let's say, 30 people who are living in your selling area that you think, man, they would also appreciate this buyers drip campaign, and I want to tag all 30 of them, and they're already on my list. How do you bulk tag people on your list? Again, super easy. Let's just choose the first 5 people here to use an example, and you'll see that this little option here appears, add or remove tags. So you click the drop down, and then you would just select Going Virtual Buyers, or whatever your buyers list or sellers list, or whatever the tag is you want to select. That's how you bulk tag people. Okay, so just don't lose track now with what we're talking about. I am teaching you 2 things: how to tag people who are already on your list, and I've shown you 2 ways. Individually, you can either click on their name and then go and tag them in their profile, or you can just highlight even one person here, I guess, or multiple people in your list and then go and tag them there. So that's people who are already on your list. What about people that you add to your list? How do you tag them as you add them? Which is what you're going to want to do when you are meeting buyers, for example. Someone comes to a show house or looks at a property on your website, and they give you their email address. You're going to want to tag them as a potential buyer as you add them to your list. How do you do that? Well, you'll see this little drop down here that says Add Contacts. You can add an individual subscriber when you meet someone individually, or you can import contacts. Okay, so back to the point at hand. We are, on this video, we're just looking at how to create a tag. I've showed you how to create a tag for your audience, and then how do people get tagged? And I've shown you the various ways people can get tagged. And we're going to pick up now with that basic knowledge next week, as in 2 weeks' time, as you guys have now helped me create an 8-email drip campaign, and then I'm going to show you how to create this whole system and how to get it working. Okay, that's it for me today. So how to create tags and how to actually assign a tag to people on your audience, and then we'll pick it up from here in the next video.
Let's move it.